Everybody, welcome back to EAFC with the Aston Villa career mode. We're diving straight into the first episode of the January transfer window, and yes, we've got some important news. We've had another offer for Youri Tielemans, this time from the other side of Manchester, where it is actually Man United. Now, we tried to get £49 million out of Man City and they said no, so we're going to take that into these negotiations and see if we can get, I don't know, around about, I'd like 37 million, something like that. They're saying, I mean, we could look at who they've got. Have they got anyone useful? I mean, well, they must have sold Kobe Mainoo because he's not in this list anymore. Mason Mount, 26, 2 years younger, a little bit worse. Eric Sanchez is their captain. Casemiro's too old. Asugo, no. Christian Eriksen, no. Daniel Gore, not worth it. So central midfielders, no. Strikers, I mean, they've got Mitrovic and Xerxes as their two main options. They really have decimated their team, haven't they? Wingers, they've got Sancho, Rashford and Anthony. Fullbacks, I mean, Matty Cash is still there. Malacia, Mazraoui. I mean, Diego Dalot in a straight swap? That would be pretty good, wouldn't it? That would then give us Tierney, Fresneda, and Elias Yalur and Diego Dalot at 26. I'm going to try that and see if they'll give us... Let's really try and get a deal out of him here. We'll go for 5 million plus Diego Dalot. It's too high, too much. I thought it might be the case. Oh well. You win some, you lose some. Not always there. We've got a lot of these deals still going through as well, or still being discussed about. And we have loaned out, since the last episode, we have loaned out, if we just go into transfer history, Rooney Bargi has gone on loan to Girona for 2 years. So it does free up a space in our squad, which I'm contemplating I'm contemplating bringing in Arda Güler. Now, for those that watch my Football Manager stuff, you'll know that I love Arda Güler. And if we look at our transfer hub, I have added him here. We do have a space for a foreign import, and he would be a big money buy. They've just given him a new contract, I'd imagine, because his release fee was 61 million, and now it's 168 million. So they're obviously very aware that we were sniffing around. I wonder if they'll loan him. No, they're not going to loan him. He's too good to loan. Okay, that's annoying. There was also a comment to say, why not bring in an old veteran goalkeeper, which I think we are going to do. So we'll do that right now. Ben Wilson is going to come in as a sort of veteran. We'll let one of the youngsters go out on loan, or our young goalkeeper go out on loan, I think. So he wants to be sporadic, which is totally fine. We're probably just going to agree to whatever they want. 1 year, yeah, we're bringing him on a 1 year deal. Yeah, we don't want a release clause. That's fine. He probably can't believe his luck that he's being signed by Aston Villa, to be honest. But Ben Wilson is going to be in, which means we can then go and loan out one of our young goalkeepers. This is going to get like a D rating, I would imagine, even though it's a free agent. But Ben Wilson is in as a backup veteran goalkeeper. It gets an A, bloody hell. But we are going to head into the game against West Ham. We've dropped down to 5th with our pretty poor run in December. We are still waiting for Openda to come back from his injury. McGinn, club captain, is out as well. Ramsey is now back, and he's gone up to an 81, actually, which is very nice indeed. Stewart can drop out. We've now just put him on the loan list, so we'll bring on Wilson as our veteran backup goalkeeper on the bench. Onana will come out for this one. For Tielemans, let's give Tielemans a run in there. I just can't... Which one's the playmaker? Yeah, that's playmaker and box-to-box. Right, we're going to go with that lineup. And see how we get on. We've had some improvements. Elias Yalur up to an 80 as well. Mudryk up to an 81, which is really good. Bailey's actually gone up to an 85 as well. So lots of people still improving. And Duran and Ferguson both 79s up there, which is good. Let's see how we get on against West Ham in the sim. It's a 2-1 win. Wan-Bissaka can get his sent off. Tielemans getting a goal, as did John Duran as well. So good stuff for him there. So simulating that game. We'll be doing the other two games in this episode live, but I'm imagining we're going to have quite a lot of things to do in January, lots of bids and things like that. But yeah, we can change you to a centre mid, which is lovely for Hall, and then we'll get you trained as a box to box just to get a lot of those improvements happening. Because we've got more offers as well. Pau Torres. Okay, Arthur is... What do they want? They're going short term, which is fine. Is this a buy? delegate. No, option, just a loan. Just have a 1 year loan there. And we've got Pau Torres, 49.4 from Spurs. I mean, you've got to blow us out the water with a really good deal here, Spurs, because he's our starting centre-back. So, I'm going to go, like, straight away and be like, you need to give us 75 mil, because he's really good. He's only 28, 85 rated. Yeah, huge gap. There you go. Fine. Get out of here, Ange, mate. That's not all we need. As you can see, though, Sousa didn't agree a move. Yeah, he's there. They're still doing this thing where all the youngsters just reject going into anyone, which is very, very irritating. But next up is Rotherham in the FA Cup, which we will be having a look at. As that Kesler Hayden has actually agreed to go. He has. Awesome. Okay, he joins Royal Antwerp. So he had 5 months left on his contract, and we're getting a cool 1.7 million for him. So that is very welcomed indeed. AC Milan are now after Youri Tielemans. Now, I could very much entertain a cheaper deal for Youri Tielemans to AC Milan because they're not in our league. So I'm just going to propose and go 35. But just before we do that, let's have a quick look. Who have they got? Rangers Fofana. Ooh, Fofana would be tempting. Hugo Larsson. Loftus-Cheek is there. Musa is there. They've got a very stacked. They've got Lewis Miley. They've got a stacked central midfield. Or midfielders, anyway. Why would they bloody want to add him? Noah Okafor's really good. Luka Jovic, Morata, Colombo still there. In terms of wingers, Rafael Leao, Garnacho, Pulisic, Chukwueze, Salihamidzic is only 26. And he's a left mid. We've got loads of left mids. Don't need that. Fullbacks. Jose Gaia, Emerson Royale has moved there. Centre-backs, Lisandro Martinez and Bacano, Tior Kalulu. I think we just go for, let's just ask them for 35 million for out there. They're only going to offer 31. Are you actually only going to offer 31? Let's go 33. Come on, Youri Tielemans is good. He's 83 rated. Oh, they're literally only going 31. We'll accept it. We'll accept it. So we've also got an offer for Amadou Onana from Man City in a swap deal. Who are they offering here? They're offering Gundogan. Absolutely not. Reject that. He's very good. He's very young. 24 and 83 rated. We're going to keep Onana in our team for sure. We're slowly getting bids in for a lot of our youngsters as well. It looks like someone else might be off. Is it Youri Tielemans? It is. He's off to AC Milan. £31 million in the bank. They're probably not going to be too happy with that. We probably could have got a lot more. But it was someone I was happy to move on. Not really playing for us much anymore. It gets an A rating. That was the biggest, best possible deal we could get. So, yeah, very happy with that. Youri Tielemans is off, which means we have got space for a foreigner and a lot of money to spend. Okay, we've gone in for an offer for Arda Güler of £60 million. And they want John McGinn and 29.3. Now, I'm not against this. I'm very much not against this deal happening. John McGinn being our club captain, just back from injury, confirms he's back from injury. But Arda Güler is just next level good, right? Let's see. Will they do 25 million? 25 million and John McGinn. Fine, we can do that. Include a 4% sell-on clause. Except that we are hopefully signing Arda Güler. This Aston Villa revolution is well underway. Right, we know nothing about his salary. He can play centre mid, attacking mid, right wing, left wing. Probably play up front if we want him to as well. He wants to be important. Yep, you'll probably be crucial, to be honest. He's on 120 grand a week at the moment. We want to get you on a 5-year deal. Tie you down, Arda Güler. That is exactly what we want. We don't want a release clause. That's not a problem. Discussion on terms. So we've sort of got to give him a pay rise, haven't we? Let's go 140, 145. I really don't want to mess this up. And a signing on fee of 145. No, let's go massive signing on fee. £450,000 as a signing on fee. He's happy with that. It's a reasonable offer. Arda Güler is signing for Aston Villa. This is a huge, huge transfer for the Villains. John McGinn is off. Arda Güler is going to help us push for a title challenge. Unai Emery's out to come and greet him as well. Oh, I cannot wait. Cannot wait to use Arda Güler. So, Arda Güler is in. John McGinn is out. It's all changed. 2 central midfielders have left. But yeah, we're taking on Rotherham in the FA Cup third round. So we're entering at the third round. We're taking on Rotherham away from home. Let's get into the game. Hello everybody, welcome back. And it is the FA Cup third round that's happening today. Rotherham United got a big money tie draw, didn't they? Hosting Aston Villa, currently fourth in the Premier League. It's a very changed lineup for Aston Villa. They'll be taking on Rotherham Town, yes. No, Rotherham United. So Arda Güler is the player to watch. He is getting his debut for Aston Villa, thrown into it in a Rotherham Cup tie, an FA Cup tie I should say, against Rotherham in a much changed Aston Villa lineup. It should be an entertaining game. It's been picked for TV. It's been picked for you guys. Let's go through the lineups. So Rotherham are lining up in a 4-3-1-2. Sam Nombe and Jordan Hugill lead the line for Rotherham United. On the bench, Cameron Humphrey starts. On the bench, they do have Andre Green, a name that some of you may recognise. I'm trying to look at anyone else. Joshua Coyote on there as well, I think is a youngster from the Premier League. Aston Villa go 4-4-2. Rory Arthur and Arda Güler up front. Jacob Ramsey gets his first start after his injury on the left. Jayden Philligan starts at right back. Josh Feeney partners Konza at the back. And Ben Wilson, the new experienced goalkeeper, gets his first start for the club. Interesting to see how Theodore Hall gets on in central midfield. And Costil is playing at left back as well. The game is underway. Aston Villa, even with a changed lineup, will be favourites for this game. And there is some experience still in the team mixed with the youth as Arda Güler is into the action straight away as Arthur has laid it out to Jayden Philligan. And this could be a dream start for Aston Villa, and it is! 1-0 for Aston Villa. Arda Güler involved, Rory Arthur there as well, and Jayden Philligan coming off the right-hand side with the goal. It's Aston Villa 1, Rotherham 0, and we've barely played about 3 minutes in this one. Lovely finish from Jayden. He's going to take his chance. Let's hope this is an absolute riot. Oh, it's a good ball through. Rotherham could be in. Ben Wilson forced into action. Big left hand, right hand from the new goalkeeper signed by Aston Villa. They have said they're hoping it'll allow one of their younger goalkeepers to go out on loan for the remainder of the season, as Jordan Hugill's header saved well by Wilson again. And yes, obviously Charles and Stewart, the two youngsters that Aston Villa are hoping will be able to go and get some first team experience. Whilst what is Wilson? I mean, he's had a good game making saves. So what on earth was that throw there? I don't know, but yeah, hopefully Aston Villa youngsters can go out and get some loan time. Here is Arthur's on the ball, looks in towards Arda Güler. Arda Güler, oh, lovely footwork from Arda Güler, and Arda Güler's in. Arda Güler's shot straight at Phillips. He wins the corner. And that felt very nice with Arda Güler there. So let's swing this corner in. It's going to be Ramsey to put it in. Arda Güler's never going to win that header. He's absolutely tiny. But Rotherham defend it well. Theodore Hall, the youngster, just takes over in the middle of the park. Back to Joe Bellingham. He looks over the top in towards Hall. Keeper comes a long way. Claims it very well. Arthur just forced wide by the defender there, but has held on to the ball reasonably well. Then gives it away with a very poor pass. Aston Villa's midfield is actually quite, when you look at it, it's quite experienced other than the youngster Theodore Hall. Joe Bellingham, obviously, sorry, I was just focusing on defending then. Jacob Ramsey coming in after his injury, and Jayden Philligan as well, though playing on the wrong wing, so to speak. He's very experienced in this Aston Villa team, picking up plenty of Premier League experience, as that's a ball forward from Costil, which is not very good. Intercepted well by Tiehi, as Rotherham look to break, but yeah, Konza back there is definitely giving support to Feeney and making some good challenges as Arthur gets the ball. Güler gives him a good forward run. Arda Güler's in. Oh, what a tackle from Gay. Arda Güler on the ball again. He's not afraid to get involved, is he, the young Turkishman? But everyone thought it might have been over with that new contract signed with Real Madrid, but the pull of Aston Villa and the fact they wanted John McGinn made the deal happen, and you can argue it put Real Madrid in a stronger position to negotiate. Given that the new contract meant Arda Güler wasn't really going anywhere. But he started his Aston Villa career relatively well, good on the ball, running into some good spots. We need to decide where we actually want to utilise him. At the moment, he's playing up front, but we'll have to wait and see how that goes. He's not going to quite get on the end of that pass. That's a good interception there from Costil. Ramsey can fire that in towards Arthur. Arthur can lay that back looking for Ramsey, but couldn't quite squeeze it through the gap. Resneda knocks a ball over the top looking for Jayden Philligan, who is going to keep this one in play. Nice little Cruyff turn to create some space, but the Rotherham defender has, well, won the ball, but then stayed down, injured. Arda Güler can't quite win the header, and Yeah, Rotherham have a man down. He's just getting slowly to his feet. It was good skill from Jaden Philligan. I thought the defender actually did quite well, but ended up hurting himself. Bellingham looks out wide, picks out Fresneda. Fresneda out to Philligan, in towards Arthur. Odafin with a good defensive header away. That's not the best clearance, though. Arthur keeps it alive. On the edges, Joe Bellingham. A little run forward there through the middle. Oh, it was Theodore Hall trying to get his end on it, but couldn't quite work. Joe Bellingham is back to win the defensive header. Ramsey into Hall. Good turn to get the ball out of his feet. Puts one through the gap into Philligan again. Oh, it's 2. Jaden Philligan is enjoying life on the right-hand side here. Aston Villa make it 2-0. And Theodore Hall, the youngster, very much involved in that goal. It's really good to see and feel some of the youngsters getting involved. Hope you guys are enjoying it as well. Great turn, that one from Hall. Little ball through. Philligan onto his favoured right foot. Fires it across the goalkeeper. 2-0 Aston Villa. A really good finish. Rotherham, as you probably would expect, are sinking without a trace. Half time then, 2-0 Villa. The youngsters doing well, the experience around them helping, and Arda Güler looks a right handful when he gets on the ball. No changes at half time then, as Arda Güler keeps his place in his unfavoured position of up front, but he's won the ball up high up here, and Arda Güler could be in. Arda Güler running through one-on-one. Arda Güler! He's put the shot off his right foot slightly wide. It is left-footed, so I probably ran the wrong way. But he did well to hold off the defender, but couldn't get that debut goal. Joe Bellingham looks out wide towards Fresneda. Fresneda is going to try and find Arthur in the box. It's cleared to the edge of it. Theodore Hall winds up a big shot. He's actually bounced his way through on the rebound. Oh, my word, what defending that is. Arthur denied a clear-cut goal. Joe Bellingham out wide to Jaden Philligan, who's clearly Aston Villa's man of the match so far. Lovely Cruyff back to the edge of the area. Güler! Oh, what a save from Phillips. So Aston Villa with the corner. Jacob Ramsey swings it in. Oh, it was headed towards Feeney, but it is headed away. Arthur will keep it alive. Finds Ramsey. A nice little pirouette to create some space. Jacob Ramsey on his left foot puts it into the box. Joe Bellingham with a little touch, but Phillips dives on it. Theodore Hall running at the defence. He's got into a really good spot. Great block from the defender. The clearance only comes as far as Joe Bellingham. Theodore Hall, is he fouled? No, he's not. Referee says play on as McWilliams brings this one forward. Zubair for Rotherham. Nice little poke into the path of Nombe, who tries to get the ball off. Konza with not one but 2 really good challenges in there. And the ball through to Arda Güler was just cut out. As Theodore Hall's felt quite good in central midfield as well, the youngster. As that's Konza there. Well, no, Konza's given it away this time, but his defending was very good. As Jordan Hugill's through, and Dombe, it wouldn't let me control the right player. So 2-1, an hour gone. Jaden Philligan lays this one off to the edge of the area. It's Joe Bellingham with a hit. Easy save at the end of it for Phillips, who's looking to get this game going pretty quickly. Feeney goes flying into a challenge with Jordan Hugill, and I think it was Hugill that actually won the ball as Rotherham hold on to possession. Jaden Philligan looking for a bit of space. Joe Bellingham loses the ball, wins it back, loses it again, and Jordan Hugill will put the ball forward into Ombe, the goal scorer, and he has got a bit of pace about him, but Feeney's there, covers it well. Up to Hall. The game is getting a little bit spread now. Joe Bellingham did find Arda Güler, but his first touch let him down a little bit. Here's his first game in English football, so we can't be too judgmental on him. Joe Bellingham. How it goes to Hall again. Hall just holds off the backtracking defender there for Rotherham. Fresneda looks to cut in field. Gives it off into Arthur. Just bypasses Arda Güler and gives it to Ramsey. Now down into Arda Güler. Arda Güler, low cross. Joe Bellingham, lovely goal. 3-1 Villa. Easy as you like. Lovely cross from Arda Güler. Good movement. All round, it's a really, really good goal for Aston Villa. And Joe Bellingham takes in the applause of the crowd, celebrating with his teammates. It's a really, really nice goal. I actually really like that sort of goal. We haven't scored many cutback goals, but Arda Güler picked out Bellingham easily enough, and he's not going to miss from inside the 6-yard box. 3-1. Feels like the Rotherham players are starting to get tired now as Jaden Philligan comes forward. He's got Fresneda there, picks him out wonderfully well. Fresneda cuts it back. Arda Güler, what a block from Odafin. Surely was going to be a goal. So substitution for Aston Villa then as Redondo replaces Theodore Hall. The youngster's had a really good game, but he's just lacking a bit of fitness and stamina. So he comes off to replace by Redondo. And we will just have this corner here as Ramsey is going to swing this one into the danger area. It nearly fell to Feeney there. Arthur keeps it alive. It's all a little bit intricate out here, isn't it? Jaden Philligan tries to head the ball on. Redondo with his fresh legs will get there first. Joe Bellingham wins the ball really well. Arda Güler in a little bit of space. Fierce shot. What a goal from Arda Güler. Come on. It's been coming. Arda Güler has been involved in a lot today, but from the edge of the box, or well outside the box to be honest, it's a wonderful strike from the young Turkishman on his debut. Arda Güler gets the goal. Come on, what a hit. Just used Arthur's run as a little dummy. It's a sort of dipping shot into that far corner, and it's a lovely strike. I want to see it again here. Great rob in the middle from Joe Bellingham. Laid it off to Güler. He just fancied having a hit, and it just has a bit of bend to nick it into that bottom corner. And that is 4-1 Villa. Oh, Joe Bellingham is just winning all the balls in midfield now. Arda Güler, lovely ball through to find Arthur. Arthur's in. Little dink over the keeper. It's hit the bar. And the defender clears it off the line. Arda Güler tries to cut it back to the edge of the area. But Arthur denied a lovely little dink finish there by the crossbar. Beat the keeper all hands up. But, yeah, just couldn't get the final little touch just right. The bar kept it out. And the defender, to be fair to him, stopped a definite goal for Arthur there. But 4-1 up, 5 minutes to go. This game is done and dusted. Aston Villa will be going into the 4th round of the FA Cup as we just win the ball back and we'll see this game out. Oh, or will we? Jordan Hugill's just turned me there. It's a good save from Wilson again. But now we will see this game out. Although Jaden Philligan is on a hat-trick and he could be in behind here. Oh, I've just cut into the defender a bit too much. But 1 minute to go. Yeah, the game's done and dusted. We've performed really well. Arda Güler got his goal. I mean, Feeney is so slow. How slow are you, Feeney? I'm glad we're trying to sell you, to be honest. That'll be easily covered there by Fresneda. He can volley that one away. And with sort of 3 minutes to go, we'll just give the ball back to Rotherham because we're kind like that. We're very, very kind. We'll see this through till full time because it's going to be the final whistle as soon as this attack is done and dusted. It's going to be a corner. And then it will be the final whistle. But yeah, some good performances from the youngsters and the sort of backup players. It's been interesting as Clark Harris comes on to replace Jordan Hugill there. Let's just boot this one away with Ramsey. And that should be full time. And it is Rotherham 1, Aston Villa 4. So a good win in the FA Cup. And off the back of it, we've actually got a few more offers to deal with. Feeney has got more offers on him. So we're just going to accept all of them. Stewart, we want to send him out on loan. So we'll accept that short-term loan from Luton. And Kamara now has interest from Man United. They're still determined to be buying up all of our players where possible. Now, Kamara is someone doesn't really fit our system. But again, I'm not going to let him go cheap. So I'm going to ask for 10 more million and ask for 40 million from Man United there because, no, yeah, they're not going to take it. I'm not selling him for like 30 million. I just don't think that's, not to a Premier League team anyway. If a team outside the Premier League comes calling, then there is potentially more deals we could do. We do have, what's going on here? Charles is giving us a chat, probably saying he's happy to go out on loan. If I really have you, can you show faith in me? Show me I need to play. I've only listed you for loan, mate. Jesus, calm down. What else have we got? 4 unread emails in here. International management, no. Tournament prize money. Arthur rejects. Yeah, the youngsters never go out on loan. It's very, very irritating. They never move from the club or go out on loan. But next up is Spurs, which will be the last game of the episode. Yeah, that one I think has been accepted already. Yes, we've accepted those. And actually, have I accepted that? Because that says ongoing, right? Yeah. I wasn't going to sell him to Juventus and we want to send him out on loan, so that's not a problem. Back to Premier League action then as Aston Villa in 4th take on Tottenham in 5th. Hello everybody, and Premier League action is back. Aston Villa take on Spurs. Both teams doing well in the FA Cup in midweek. Aston Villa smashing Rotherham 4-1 with Arda Güler having a great debut. He gets a place on the bench for his Premier League opening game debut if he comes off, I guess. Jaden Philligan keeps his place on the right-hand side. We'll have both lineups coming shortly. Here we go then, and Aston Villa return to pretty much full strength in their 4-4-2 after the rotation at Rotherham. Emi Martinez is the new club captain and keeps his place back in goal. Torres, Branthwaite, Tierney and Elias Yalert are the back 4. We've got Morgan Rogers, Onana, Redondo and Jaden Philligan keeping his place on the right-hand side of midfield after his brace against Rotherham. with Duran and Ferguson partnering each other up front again. It's a 4-3-3 for Spurs. Romero in goal, Dragusan and Van der Ven at the back with Porro and Reguilon, Heung-min Song, Solomon and Kulusevski up front with Bentancur, Bissouma and Chavez in midfield. And the home team get the game underway. Aston Villa fresh off a good win against Rotherham, hoping to find a return to form really, because they've been out of sorts in the Premier League, but they are finding their feet yet again. Obviously waiting for the return of Openda from injury would be absolutely massive, as Tierney is in early doors, tries to put a cross in towards Duran, Dragusan with a good bit of defending, and Chavez completes the clearance. Morgan Rogers, lovely flick on to find Kieran Tierney. Kieran Tierney just holds the ball up into Ferguson. It's actually really good defending from Van der Ven, although Tierney could be in. Duran at the near post. Oh! One touch control and John Duran nutmegs the goalkeeper to make it 1-0 Villa. 5 minutes and 50 seconds gone, and John Duran is turning this Aston Villa team around. Some say he's reached his peak in terms of development. I say, while he's scoring goals, he's not getting dropped. Lovely little one-touch control. That quick finish there as the keeper came out, put it through his legs. It's a lovely finish from John Duran, and that is 1-0 Aston Villa. John Duran, lovely little ball out to Elias Yalert, who's got runners in front of them, and one of them is Redondo, tries to flick it across. I didn't realise how much time I had with that. Redondo had so much time there on the edge of the box, or in the box, that I sort of rushed it a little bit as Rogers looks through. Ferguson, is he onside? He's not. Kieran Tierney picks up that space again, and he's going to cross this one in towards Duran. Reguilon, actually did really well in the left back position. Onana out to Morgan Rogers, and Rogers comes forward. Tierney giving that overlap again, just couldn't find him that time. And try and spread the play wide, but Onana's pass is intercepted, and this could be a counter-attack, although Branthwaite's done really well. Manor Solomon comes forward for Spurs. Lovely little turn, but just ran into Elias Yalert and Pau Torres. The two of them together combined managed to stop the run of Manor Solomon. Lovely crossfield pull there to find Morgan Rogers. Does manage to just squeeze that ball through to Tierney, but his low-driven pass to Evan Ferguson is intercepted. Kulusevski inside to Heung-min Song. He's offside, Kulusevski. Jaden Philligan knocks a lovely ball into the path of Elias Yalert, who has players in there, but Van der Ven wins the header again. Redondo keeps it alive. I think Ferguson would have been offside, but the referee played on because he didn't touch the ball. Jaden Philligan comes forward once more, trying to put that ball in again. Van der Ven's there once more, and it's cleared away by Chavez, and Heung-min Song has controlled that absolutely brilliantly, and he's released Manor Solomon into a bit of space, and we've got some defending to do here. Solomon brings out a little a little trick, and his little dinked effort forces Martinez into a very good save to touch it over the bar, and it results in a Spurs corner. Good ball in, headed away. Morgan Rogers showing fantastic composure, or was it? Because it fell to Solomon, and he's put his shot past the post. Morgan Rogers holds it up, gives it back to Kieran Tierney, swings in a cross. It's a bit too close to Romero, and he claims it well, the goalkeeper. Spurs are looking somewhat dangerous on the attack, but very, very vulnerable at the back as well. And I feel like there's more goals in this for us as Solomon is caught offside. Chavez comes forward on another Spurs counter-attack, and that's a lovely ball to release Manor Solomon. What a challenge from Branthwaite. A fantastic tackle from our key man at the back. It's got to be said, he has been absolutely superb since he signed for the club. That's good hold-up play from Philligan as well. And down the line once more, Elias Yalert has found John Duran, and he has got a bit more pace than Dragusan. John Duran shoots, good save from Romero, and I think he's going to get up. Oh, he's gone for a punch out there. Ferguson knocks it back to Onana. Is he fouled? No, Bissouma got the ball. Redondo floats one into the space for Jaden Philligan to get on the end of, and he has done pretty well. Van der Ven's there again with another really good defensive header. Redondo doesn't really challenge for that one, but Elias Yalert should pick this up. Tries to drive it towards Evan Ferguson. Couldn't get the ball through. And in the final minute of this first half, Spurs are going to try and launch one more attack, but Branthwaite is there again to just get in the way and intercept it. And he has been absolutely superb at the back as Bissouma comes forward. Pau Torres with a good little touch. Half time, 1-0 Aston Villa. So one change at the break for the home team as Mudryk is on to replace Morgan Rogers. We've moved Jaden Philligan over to the left-hand side. I feel like we just need a bit more pace than what Morgan Rogers was offering, because that's how we're hurting Spurs. So yeah, we just put all our two quickest, paciest wingers on, which is Mudryk and Philligan, and then just move Philligan over to the left. That's a good ball through. Duran holds this one up really well. Oh my word, it nearly got through to Redondo. What a goal that would have been, by the way, as Tottenham now break, and they have an opportunity here because Heung-min Song is in the middle and unmarked, but Jared Branthwaite is so damn good. It is ridiculous. Elias Yalert has lost the ball. Branthwaite's there again. Just nothing to worry about. He's an absolute brick wall. And Spurs, oh, he's offside, but Spurs had left themselves 2-on-2. They're risking it. Oh, Chavez, ball through into Son. Good save from Martinez. Great save from Martinez, to be honest. Heung-min Son, the first time in the game, he's really got away from Branthwaite there, and it's all getting a bit sloppy at the back. There was a sub there. Chavez came on to replace someone for Spurs. Came off, sorry, and was replaced by someone. I didn't see here. Oh, James Maddison has come on, and his first thing to do is lose the ball in a very good position for Spurs. Jaden Philligan loses it as well. It's getting very, very sketchy in there. Son is offside. So Aston Villa use that opportunity to freshen up their back line a little bit. Fresneda on for Tierney. Kulusevski has got through, and he's trying to bring out some trickery to Jared Branthwaite into a tackle, but he's laid it off to Son. What a save from Martinez. Tottenham are definitely getting back into this game now. They're starting to turn the screw with 30 minutes to go. They're 1-0 down. That's a good ball to the edge of the box. Martinez will claim that one, and I don't know why I've done that early, but we have, and we've found Jaden Philligan here, who does have pace, but Pedro Porro's no slouch. Pau Torres finds Jean Duran with a lovely pass, and Ferguson just didn't quite have the pace. Van der Ven is very, very quick, as I'm sure you all know. But yeah, Spurs are definitely now in the ascendancy, and we are definitely playing on the sort of counter-attack here, trying to just make something happen. There's Heung-min Son. Is he going to have the pace? He is, and it's a really good pass to lay it off to Solomon, and this time he's got round Branthwaite and fires it in the top corner. It's 1-1. It's been coming. It's a great finish. So triple substitution for Villa, but first off, Solomon is going to be replaced, having just scored that goal. He's being taken off by Ange Postecoglou. Aston Villa have made substitutions as well. Arda Güler on for Evan Ferguson, and 2 changes in central midfield with Bellingham and Kamara coming on to replace Onana and Redondo. So both managers going to their substitutes bench, trying to make a difference here. As Mudrik's brought that one down really well. Has he got the pace to get there? He sort of has, inadvertently. But he's going to win a corner here as well. As I was trying to fire across it stayed low. But we have won the corner. Mudrik will take it. And it goes into a really good area. Pau Torres with a header. Yes! Off the post, off the goalkeeper. Pau Torres claims it. It should go down as an own goal. But Mudrik with the corner. Pau Torres immediately gives Aston Villa the lead after Spurs equalised. And Mudrik with a drift in. It's a great header off the post, off the goalkeeper. 2-1 Villa. Here is Arda Güler on the ball. Looks to put that one through towards Jean Duran. Jean Duran holds it up and picks out Arda Güler. Left-footed shot is blocked. It will be a corner. And Arda Güler getting involved since coming off the bench. Mudrik going to try and drift this one in again towards Pau Torres, and it's a really well defended, to be honest. That could have bounced anywhere, and Spurs have done really well with it as James Maddison comes forward, tries to flick that one out to the right hand side. It is kept in play by Pedro Porro as Kulusevski comes forward with it out to Bentaker, who finds himself at right wing and completely messes it up because he's not used to being out there. Arda Güler, little step over, trying to tease the Spurs defenders in, and it sort of worked because Jaden Philligan is offside. Kamara to Duran. Duran's at Arda Güler. Arda Güler just holding it up as Jean Duran ran offside. Fresneda has pushed forward. Back to Arda Güler. Looks to spread a ball out towards Mudrik, just a bit too far in front of him. 8 minutes to go. 2-1 Villa. And Heung-min Son is coming off for Spurs. Wow, that's a surprise. He's been very, very good for them. Jean Duran picks up a pocket of space and has Arda Güler running. He's definitely offside, so that's not going to work. But yeah, last 5 minutes, we are... I wouldn't really say we're hanging on. It was Dominic Solanke that replaced Heung-min Son, by the way, as Arda Güler just picks up a pocket of space again. I thought he'd got round Van der Ven. That would have been awesome. Solanke turns really well. He's got Kulusevski one side, and that's making Fresneda think about whether to commit or not. And the ball comes back in. Solanke chests it down on the volley. Martinez with a relatively easy save. Mudrik twisting and turning, does really well. Into Duran, he's offside. Oh, they've just got to watch the line. It would have been in. It would have been so easily in. Oh, unbelievable. Branthwaite does really well at the back again. He's had such a good game. Elias Yalert forward. Arda Güler offside because the Tottenham line pushed up. But with a minute and a half to go in this one, Aston Villa are at the moment on for 3 very, very big points. As Kulusevski is there. Does get round Fresneda. That should be Martinez's and is all day. And that is the full-time whistle. 2-1 Villa. Arda Güler did get a Premier League debut with about 15 minutes to go, but all in all, a great performance from Villa, and it's turning our form around, and we've got Openda to come back as well. I cannot wait. So a very good win against Spurs, but we come back to news that youngster Arthur is leaving the club out on loan. I'm not too disappointed with that. He'll get more first-team football out there, I'm sure. Long-term loan terms offered to Stewart. Okay, yeah, I will accept that as a short-term loan. That's not a problem. So I'm very tempted to bring in Cameron Archer as a striking option for us. Let's just go. We've got a new email from the CEO as Arthur is loaned out, 2-year loan. So because bringing in Cameron Archer's, sort of makes sense. He'll probably be happy to be a squad player. He's not as good as our other strikers, but he is more similar to Openda, and he's a homegrown player. So I do think we can go for this, and I do think it makes sense. He's a homegrown academy player, so I think if we just offer them 20 million, I think that's fair, given he's worth 17.5. Let's see what they say. They want 22.9. Let's go 21.5. I'm just wondering if can we potentially offer them a potential youngster. I don't want to get rid of Theodore Hall. We don't really have any other strikers. Wingers, we've got a lot of wingers, but look how good they all, look how high valued they all are. Fullbacks, we could offer them Sousa, but I don't think that's going to help them. Centre backs, no, I think we just go for that then. Let's just go for 21.5 million, 22.2. It's sort of suggesting that 22 is the way to go, right? 22 million, 22.2, we'll take it. They want him to be an important first team player in the negotiations. We'll accept it. I think he'll drop away from that. 3 years is fine. That'll take him to 27. That's not a problem. We'll say no release clause. They're happy with that. He's on 47 at the moment. Let's bump him up to about 70 will do, and we'll give him 220 signing on bonus. Let's see what they say about that. It's a reasonable offer. They're happy with that. Cameron Archer is back at Aston Villa. All right, so it leaves the squad looking like this. Emi Martinez, 90 rated overall, one of the world's best goalkeepers is how he's described. We've got 4 goalkeepers, but we're trying to loan out Stewart or we could loan. No, I don't want to loan both of them out because Stewart probably is going to go to Luton Town. We've got 3 left backs, but Sousa we're trying to desperately sell. He's on the transfer list and his contract is expiring. We've got Konza, Torres, Branthwaite and Feeney as our centre-back options. Feeney definitely one on the chopping block that we'll be happy to get rid of at the end of the season or even this winter if it happens. Right backs, we've got Elias Ulaert, Fresneda with Nedjelikovic getting experience at St Etienne as well. Central midfield, we've got Kamara, Onana, Bogards out on loan at Ipswich. We also have O'Reilly out on loan at Cincinnati, Redondo, Bellingham, Theodore Hall, the youngster, and Güler, who can play in there as well. Left midfield, we've got Ramsey, Rogers, and Jaden Philligan, who is training to be a left midfielder. Mudryk can play on the right. We've got Leon Bailey there as well. Rooney Bargi out on loan at Girona for 2 years, and Illing Jr. out at Borussia Dortmund. Openda is obviously injured, but we have John Duran, Archer, and Evan Ferguson to options up front, and Arthur has just gone out on loan for some first team football at Rodez. So it leaves it looking like this in terms of the spreadsheet. If we can just change over to that, it looks like this. So everyone is here. You can see how it's all working and all going very well. We have 34 players in the whole squad, 28 of which are currently at the club and not out on loan. If that's anyone that's out on loan doesn't count at being at the club, obviously. But yes, we have 23 players in our squad, of which 8 have come through the Villa Academy. 18 are homegrown from England, so we're doing a good job with that. 28 players and 5 are Villa under-21 academy players. So we do have 2 spaces left in terms of what we can fit in our Champions League requirements. In terms of Premier League, we're doing really well, actually. We're doing really well. We've got 10 Villa under-21 players in our 28-man squad at the moment. So we have quite a lot of leeway to bring people in. We're more restricted by the Champions League, but it does leave 2 spaces open for foreign signings to come in who aren't youth academy prospects. So if you can think of somewhere where we really need to improve, then please do let me know, because it's always helpful to get your recommendations down below and we can go and sign big players. We've got a lot of money to spend, and we're in a position where we can start upgrading the squad if we need to. We've got 233 million to spend, so we're not short on money. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. We'll finish off January in the next episode, but for now, I'm out. Cheers.